All right.
You have a vacation coming up.
All right, Parshas Shelach. So, be'emes, as Chatosi and Maskir, that I think for many decades I've been learning wrong shot. So, okay, it's never too late to do tshuva. Steht V'yidaber Hashem al Moshe leimor. Shalach lecho anoshim v'yasuos eretz Canaan, asher ani nosen levnei Yisrael, ish echod lamate yavosav tishlochu kol nasi b'hem. Soft Rashi. Shlach lecho anoshim loma nismecha parshas meraglim the parshas Miriam. Okay, next the Diri Masko shlach lecho ledaitcho. So this is Poshet ledaitcho. Ani eini mitzave lecho. So I'm not being mitzave you to send these meraglim. Im tirtze shlach. If you want to, you can send them. Because it says in Devarim, when Moshe Rabbeinu was chazering over the Parshas, so there it says that the Klal Yisrael came to Moshe and they said that we will send Anoshim Lefneinu. Kamash Nemar v'tikrivun elai kulchem. That's the pasuk in Chav Beis Aleph, Chav Beis over there. Moshe nimlich b'shchina. And Moshe, he took advice and he asked the Shekhinah, of course, that's what Moshe does. Amar ani amarti lehem shehi tova. So Moshe is telling the Shekhinah, I guess, that I said, I told him it was a good idea. Shenamar and ala eschem me'oni Mitzrayim, which is a pasuk in Shmos, Gimel, over there for Vav Zion, I think. Chayayim shani nase lehem makom litos b'divrei hamaraglim l'man lo Yeshua. So I'm going to give them makom litos, these maraglim, b'divrei hamaraglim. Makom litos Klal Yisrael have a makom for tos for hakshava l'man yir lo Yeshua. I mean. About Simon, this is to me. Was a. I don't understand it exactly. It says, let's go through it again, just for myself. Shlach l'chol l'daitcho. Okay, so first of all, this is the first or is the pshat. What do you mean l'daitcho? What do you mean? Does Moshe Rabbeinu do anything l'daitcho? I mean, it was Moshe Rabbeinu. You remember when Then Aaron, when they had the Magefa there, and Aaron goes to and Aaron gave the Malcham Abba gave him the Gemara and Shabbos that all the Malachim after he was Manatzeach Meshachnei the Tainus the Tizkerenu Tizkerenu, like and all the Malachim gave him Matanas, and the Matana from the Malcham Abbas was the Keteris. So Moshe Rabbeinu by the Magefa tells Aaron go over there and show them with the Keteris out on Malcham Abbas. Malcham Abbas tells him what he says. I'm the shliach of HaKadosh Baruch Hu, and you are the shliach of the Moshe Rabbeinu, who's the shliach of the Kadosh Baruch Hu. I'm direct. I got one more. So Aaron tiniest to him. Aaron tiniest to him. Malcham Abbas. What do you mean? Moshe Rabbeinu doesn't do anything without the Rebbeinu Shalom. There's no such thing as you're a shliach of the Rebbeinu Shalom and I'm a shliach of Moshe who's a shliach of the Rebbeinu Shalom. No, Moshe Rabbeinu is direct. Moshe Rabbeinu is the Rebbeinu Shalom. Like that's his shliach. That's what he says. That's what Aaron's tiny to him was. So over here, the pshat is so what's going on? So daitcho. What do you mean? There's no daitcho here. Moshe is the Eibishter. First of all, I mean to me that was part. What does it mean with daitcho? Ani eini mitzav lecho. And they go, I'm not giving you a tzivoy to do this. Im tirtze shlach. If you want to, shlach. Lefi shebo Yisrael v'yamru nishlucho anoshim lefaneinu. Okay. So the pshat, so Klal Yisrael came to him. Came to Moshe Rabbeinu. He says it in Devarim. There's a pasuk in Devarim over here. Steht mir foolish. Let's see. Okay. Again. Yeah. V'tikrvu ne'lai kulchem. V'tamru nishlcha noshim l'faneinu. V'yachnu lonu es ha'aretz. V'yashivu es ha'nodavar. Es ha'derech asher na'ale bo. V'eisa orim asher na'ava alehem. So Rashi says that's what happens. The Rebbeinu Shem told him, if you want, send them. If not, why? Because, what do you mean if you want? Because Klai Yisrael comes, like we just said, v'nishluch ha'noshim l'faneinu. K'mash ne'emar, v'tikrvu ne'lai kulchem. 1 second. The Amru nishluch ha'noshim l'faneinu is stated befurish in pasuk here. V'nishluch ha'noshim l'faneinu. And Rashi says, k'mash ne'emar, v'tikrvu ne'lai kulchem. That pasuk's in Shmos. That pasuk v'tikrvu ne'lai kulchem. Yeah, that's v'tikrvu ne'lai kulchem is over here in the Devarim. Okay, that's good. That's fine. Aleph Chav Beis here. And Moshe nimlich b'shchina. What do you mean? You just told me it was l'daitchel. You just told me that the Rebbeinu Shalom, he asked the Rebbeinu Shalom, and the Rebbeinu Shalom tells him shlach luch l'daitchel because I'm not mitzvah you. And all of a sudden you're telling me now that a few things later he says Moshe nimlich b'shchina. How does that work? You were nimlich b'shchina. You told them by yourself l'daitchel which one will make up your mind. You can't be both, right?
So that he didn't listen?
Yeah. No such thing. No such thing.
Yeah, let's say you're a good kid. I don't know.
No, Moshe is a good kid. Moshe, baby.
Okay, yeah, this way. Kodesh Baruch Hu told him, go tell him, and he told him, kfar peh noichi.
Hello. So you said, no, a bit this I'm telling you, that this is Moshe Rabbeinu. I just told you, Moshe Rabbeinu does not do anything without.
He told you, he said, kfar peh noichi.
He didn't tell him to do anything. I mean, he told him to
go talk to him.
So Moshe Rabbeinu is allowed to give a tanya, but not to not listen. If the Rebbeinu Shem says do it, he do it.
Said l'daitcha. So he went back and said, how can I do something by myself? He says, okay. So they gave him 2 shchina.
What?
You're missing the other part of the conversation, that's all.
I understand, but that's not what happened.
Oh?
That was not what happened. No, but no, I'm just telling you, the pshat is that if they're having a conversation and the Rebbeinu Shem tells them to do something and he tells them, okay, and there's a back and forth, okay, no problem. But the Rebbeinu Shem says, I'm not mitzvah you to do it. So when was he nimlich? After he's not mitzvah, he was in nimlich. But I mean, it's an impossibility here. A Moshe nimlich b'shchina. Amar ni marti lehem shihi tava. And Moshe Rabbeinu says, like, I told them it was a good idea. It was a good idea to send these meraglim here. How do I know? What's the raya that he said it was a good idea? It says in Mefurish, Vayitav be'enai hadover. State Mefurish in the bottom over here. Vayitav be'enai hadover. Okay? Rashi doesn't say that. Amar ni amarti lehem she'itova, shenemar ala eschem me'oni mitzrayim. Back in Shemos, it says, I'm going to take you out from Oni Mitzrayim. The Rebbeinu Shem tells him, and that's the raya that it was good to send Meraglim.
It's good.
Excuse me?
Rashi says it's good to send Meraglim, or it's good to Eretz Yisrael.
The pasuk is a good of Eretz Yisrael. Rashi's doing for the Meraglim. What are we talking about over here? This is doing for the Meraglim. He's being a raya that I told him. What do you mean? Not your idea that you want to give us Eretz Yisrael. We're talking about the Meraglim over here.
Yisrael's good.
No, that's the problem. That's
I told you Eretz Yisrael is good, and you want to send Meraglim?
No, we're bringing a raya. Moshe nimlich b'shchina. Amar ani amarti lehem shehi tova. How do I know? How do I know it's tova? Shehi shenemar ala eschem oni mitzrayim. That's a raya. It's tova.
It's tova.
Rabbi, we're talking about the Meraglim again.
Continue then the Rashi continues.
Continues. Chayeyim shani nasei lehem welcome litos. But so that's the next part. B'divrei hameraglim leman lo yeshuha. Why?
So it's Rashi's saying, I told him that Eretz Yisrael is good.
No, so what do you mean? I was never the meduba here. There was no debate whether Eretz Yisrael is good. So Sfas yes, well, we could bring in that the Eretz Yisrael is good. We never thought that was not
They
the.
shouldn't have asked for Meraglim.
They what?
They shouldn't have asked for it. That's what.
Shanamar, you bring a raya over here that I Amarti Lahem Shehi Tova. Tova means we're going back on the Meraglim. We're not going back on Eretz Yisrael. They never mentioned Eretz Yisrael over here. I mean, that's what we're talking about. Shelach L'chol to Eretz Yisrael. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about here. Shebo Yisrael Amar Nishlucha Noshin Lefeneinu. Kamash and Amar. It's really unfair. You guys should have a kamash or whatever. But Kamash and Amar v'atikra Elai Kulchem. O Moshe Nimlich B'Shchina. Amar Ani Amarti Lem She'eh Tova.
They came to Moshe and said, we want to send Meraglim.
Right.
And he said, I
And Moshe Nimlich B'Shchina.
have to ask the Rebbeinu Shlit.
Yeah.
And the Rebbeinu Shlit said,
Amar Amarti Lahem.
what do they want? I told them Eretz Yisrael is a ganz fine place, and they want to send Meraglim. They don't believe me.
Shanamar Ala Eskav.
Yeah, I said that's where I'm taking you out of. I'm not taking you out of Mitzrayim to a worse place. I'm taking you out of Eretz Yisrael. I'm taking you out of Mitzrayim to a good Platz.
Right. Okay. All right. That's good. Moshe Nimlich B'Shchina. Amar Ani. So Amarti Lahem Shehi Tova. So the Shechina is telling you that I told him already that Eretz Yisrael is a good place.
Right.
A good place, and there's no reason to send Meraglim, which is not so poshut. So that itself is a kasha. They're not sending. Are they sending it in order to see whether it was a good place or not? No, maybe they're sending it to the Taksisei Milchama. What does that mean? If there's a person that's going to be making on them and stuff like that, but so
I told you it's good. You're gonna,
it is good, but it's not a steerer that now I have to go. I have to Taksisei Milchama. It's not a steerer to Taksisei Milchama. That's what it says over here. It's what does it say? Vatikvun elai kulchem vatermu nishkla anoshim lefeneinu v'yachpru lonu es haaretz v'yashivu osanu davar es haderech asher na'ale bo ve'es ha'orim asher navo elem. Sagt Rashi. V'yashivu osanu davar ve'es ha'loshin hem medabrim es haderech asher na'ale bo ein derech she'ein bo hakmimus ve'es ha'orim asher navo eleihem tchilo likvash. So what's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with that. Is there something wrong with that? All of a sudden, you said it was good, saying, but you told me to go fight. You told me to go invade the land now and take it over. So how could that be? What does that mean?
It's a kasha on their Bershlim. It's a kasha on their but.
It's a kasha on I mean, it's a kasha, right? I don't know if it's a kasha on Moshe, it's a kasha on the Bershlim.
I mean on what he said. Like what he said.
Yeah. What was the Rebbeinu response? That it just because I told him was Tovus, and now there's something doing over here. And Chayayim Shani Nazilai Malkim Litos B'Divrei Meraglim, like it was such an awful thing that Klal Yisrael asked for, that they wanted to just I'm going to see what's the best way to go in there. You told me go in, and this and like what's wrong with that?
The Omer is on the Rebbeinu Shalom.
No, Rebbeinu Shalom, yeah. That's it says, yeah.
Yes, we did. We decided that we.
Right.
No confirmed.
It was? Yes.
It's the guy of the Rebbeinu Shalom. I told him it was good. So that itself is a kasha. What do you mean? So are they asking something wrong that steer it to good? If whatever, tell them. Listen, I'm the one that does mechamas, and you, and then Hashem Yilochem lechem v'atem tachrishin or something. What's you tell me to go make mechamas. So what's wrong with sending a raglim? That's how you make mechamas, isn't that how you make mechamas? And then all of a sudden the Rebbeinu wants to give him the chayayim shani nasen lemalkim litos b'divrei meraglim the man lo Yeshua. Why? What for? Well, what's the point? What?
It's a setup.
Why was there such a taina on them that they did it? That the kid, I'm gonna have a makom litos over here. What's the makom litos? What's the makom litos? So. And also, and Okay, I hear what you're saying.
What's the Malkum Litois or why?
Why
leave it up to them
why
to
was the
say-
Abishter Makbid? Because you asked that I want to go
Yeah.
make Toxis in Mulchama. What's so all of a sudden I'm going to give you a Makom Chayim, like a Shvur, I'm going to make a Makom Litos to take over Eretz. So why? What's the point? What happened? Was there Zen and Shul for what? What happened? So it's I was not clear with the Rashi. I'm not, but I fly fluid every year. That didn't bother me too much, you know. But I'm not
When
clear.
you say Zayzan and Shoulder, you're talking about the Meraglim or
The Meraglim, Klai, yeah, Meraglim, yeah.
because they said because what they said Lashon Hara on
No, that was afterward. This is what they're now talking. We're now talking about before anything happened. Before they said something that was not proper. Before they must say Diba Ala Aretz. You know, it sounds like there was a tiny for non-fang. They want the etzem bekosher, to ask for meraglim was something that was since the Eibush the Torah was good. The Pshat said that there was some kind of etzem bekosher was there was a tiny on. Why?
because he took you out of
The
Mitzrayim.
fear.
He gave you everything. Yeah, he told you it's a good place.
Why is it not fear?
Yeah.
Two, they didn't say
If
what.
HaKadosh Baruch Hu told you that it's good,
Right,
forget about that he took us out of Mitzrayim. Just the fact that he told us that it's good
What do you
Right.
should
get
be.
about? That's-
And I say I want to go check it out. That's kfirah.
no, check it out. If I want to go check it out, see if it's good, you're right. But if I
When
want
they
you,
send the Meraglim for to see if it's bad,
no, to see how to be covered the land. That's what it says
they
over
needed
there.
a Beha'alotcha. HaKadosh Baruch Hu already told them too that he's taking there.
Yeah, but if the Rebbeinu Shem tells you go do something and you go make
It
a
was their
malchama,
idea, it wasn't HaKadosh Baruch Hu's idea. HaKadosh Baruch Hu said, I'll take care of you. They already saw the mile of Derech HaTeva, how war was fought.
right?
There are Chris Yamsuf.
After that, it's the next generation. They had a Molech.
Right.
But they had a Molech already. They fought already.
All
They're
right.
experienced.
But over here, I told you, I read the Rashi. You probably weren't paying attention too much. He says, the yeshivos on a dover, be'ezel lashon hemedabrim as a derech asher naluba, ein derech she'ein barach mibus. There's always some kind of pitfalls in the way you go. Be'ezel arim asher nova leim. Techila, you know, which one techila lichbash?
They're
Which
gonna
one?
see it first.
Which city should we be covered first? Something wrong with that? I mean, that's what
Follow where
happened.
the Onan takes you.
What?
Follow where the Onan takes you.
Oh, okay, I don't know. I hear what you're saying. The Anan, you know, maybe the Anan's gonna, maybe, I don't know. I'm just, it was a davar tamur, yeah. So anyway,
The question not just Allah Eschem in Mitzrayim, it's Toiva. The pasuk here that Rashi is saying is Va'imra Allah Eschem on Mitzrayim al Eretz HaKanani Yechiti Ve'Mira Prizu Ve'Echiti Ve'Us Ve'Leretza V'Scholad Bosh. You're going to get there.
huh?
He's not just saying that that it's good. He's saying that it's good. He's saying it also the pasuk.
He's
He's
gonna take
saying
it. He's gonna take it.
I'm taking it there. I'm taking it. You're
Right.
gonna get there. He says
Trust
that.
me.
But I mean, it was in Shmoy's time when it said
Italian. You
that.
didn't have to say trust me, but yeah.
Huh?
I said it wasn't Italian. You didn't have to say trust.
Trust me, yeah, sure, I trust you. Yeah. I hear. All right, that's not so clear to me, but I think if we look at the Rashi over here in Dvarim, I think it's a very interesting thing. Rashi says, the pasuk over here says, "Vayita ve'enai adavar." The ekach mikem, whatever shnei also enoshim ish echad l'shavet. So it sounds like Moshe Rabbeinu thought it was a good idea, such a thing to send them Meraglim. They came, v'tikra Eli, kulchem.
If he would have thought it was a good idea, he would have done it on his own. That they came to him,
Moshe Rabbeinu doesn't do anything on his own.
they would have gone and asked.
What?
He would have gone and asked on his own. He didn't need them
Well,
to
that's the
come to him
problem
with
also.
advice.
What is it?
That pales better.
Moshe
than
Nimlach
all.
B'Shechina. Why was he Nimlach B'Shechina? When was he Nimlach? After he told them was good.
He would have
Isn't
gone
the
to
proper
Shechina
thing to
before
do is
it
that he
was-
Nimlach B'Shechina and then tell them the teretz, the tshuva? You should have been nimlich b'shchina. If the Rebbe wants to say, like, I'm not giving my opinion on this thing for some reason, that's whatever, we have to know, but after this reason why you did not give it a reason. But then after he was nimlich b'shchina, then he can say, but I held it was a good idea. So I sent him.
Why can you say, I think it's a good idea, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu told me now?
That's what I'm telling you. Moshe Rabbeinu doesn't move a finger. There's nothing without the Rebbeinu Shalom.
Oh, good, but there's thoughts that...
You what?
No, let's hear the Torah.
Okay, yeah.
No, that's right. I'm just a pellet. To me, it's a pellet. I'm just a bit worried. We're talking and we're schmoozing a little bit of learning over here. So I see the Rashi over here. This is our Parshas Shelach, and the Rashi over here in Devarim Aleph Chav Gimel Vayita Be'enai Adavar. Very palatable gesach. I always thought it meant that Moshe Rabbeinu said held it was a good idea. I don't think so. Vayita be'enai adavar be'enai v'lo be'enai amakim. Okay, so he knew it was in his eyes it was good and not be'enai amakim.
How could he ever thought that outside of HaKadosh Baruch Hu?
What?
How could he have had his own thought outside
Yeah,
of
good,
HaKadosh
right,
Baruch
100%. Yeah, like 100%.
Okay.
I agree with the kasha.
Been paid now.
I agree with your kasha. Finally, we got it right. I agree with the kasha. And ask him. So it says, "Ve'im be'enai Moshe hayatov," and if this was such a great idea that Moshe Rabbeinu was asking to this, right? Lama amra b'takochas. This is takochas over here. Dvarim fancy going. We know there's takochas over here. What's for a takochas is this? You held it was a great idea, Moshe. So all of a sudden, you're giving us takochas that we're tikkun like kulchem. You came all and you asked me to go to Eretz Yisrael, like had to send Meraglim and stuff like that. The Rebbe Aleinu gesagt this. Fine. It's a good eitzah. Maskim? No, not so good either. Oh boy, this is tough. Huh? No, not good.
I don't know. Let's see.
Okay. Well, but the kasha is, I think, is a fair kasha. So anyway,
He
says,
should ask if he thought it was a good idea. Would he have to wait till they came to him? He should have gone by himself. HaKadosh Baruch Hu.
who thought it was a good idea?
If Moshe Rabbeinu thought it was a good idea, Moshe Rabbeinu was a bright guy. He didn't need that they should come to Mechadish this idea. If he thought
Moshe
it was a good
Rabbeinu was
idea,
not a bright guy.
well, so you said that. I didn't say that.
He was not a guy. Not a guy. Moshe Rabbeinu was not a guy. Anyway, I'll call upon him. I hear. Listen, I mean, this is the whole point is that you should think and come. If you have to rule the Gavaldik. But anyway, so we see here it says be'enai v'lo be'enai amakim. So if those fact Rashi, v'im be'enai Moshe hayatav, it was such a good idea. Moshe held lama amro b'tachachas. Why did he say the tachachas here in the Devarim? Mashal the other b'shamar l'chavera mocher li chamur chazeh. So Rashi goes weiter that it's a mashal to a person that comes. You have a lekeach and a mocher, and the lekeach comes to the mocher and he says, "I want to buy your chamur." Okay, this chamur. Amar lo, hey, no problem. I'll sell it to you 100%. Now ato li l'nesoyin. So the Lekeach asks him, he says, well, you'll give it to me and I can test it out. I want to test drive this chamur over here. Amar lo, hey, sure, no problem. Test drive. You take it for a test drive, no problem. Beharim b'gvos. How about in up mountains and down valleys? I'm going to really give it a good go. Amar lo, hey, sure, no problem. Take it wherever you want. Go and do whatever you want with it. Kivin shiro she'ein ma'akva klum. Since the Lekeach saw that this Mocher was so pleasant about it and had no qualms and nothing holding it back, take whatever you want, whatever you need. What he said, Amar Lekeach believa b'tuach hu zeh shelo emtza b'mum. This guy is obviously for sure not hiding anything because I'm not going to find the mum in it because then he would be masking such a right at least right away. Miyad Amar Lo Tulma Oscho Ve'eni Menaseo. Oh, this is. He says, told Ma'oscho Ve'eni Menaseo. I don't even need to take it for a test drive. Since he was so agreeable to everything I was saying, so it says that's a riot. It says that mitzad the mocha, there was no hanky panky going on. There was nothing fishy going on over here. He was not hiding anything. So be'etzim, so what does that apply to now to our sipur here with the meraglim? So when Moshe Rabbeinu says v'yita ve'enai hadover, what he was saying was that he was trying to get them to say, okay, we don't have to go. We don't have to go. It's pili ployim. It's mamish nifla ad ba'ad. Moshe, but that didn't help. It was not a good idea.
They should come to their own realization.
Not a come to realization. They should be machlit. Not even a realization, because but from the way he's saying that, it's a great idea. Come in there, like the lakech. When he goes to the Melech says, yeah, take it whatever you want, do whatever you want. What happens to the lakech says, yeah, I don't need to do that.
But that's not a good muscle for this.
Why not?
Because Moshe Rabbeinu was an agent. He's not the lakech.
What?
He's not the Moshe.
He's the Moshe.
Moshe is not the
He's
Moshe.
representative of the
He's the representative. If the Rebbeinu Shalom said Vayita,
He said Shlach
the Rebbeinu Shalom didn't say Vayita.
He said Shlach Lecha.
No, but that's what he said. He was Nimlach B'Shchina. He was Nimlach B'Shchina. He said, yeah, go ahead. So he said, yeah, the Rebbeinu Shalom said, go ahead. So he should have said to that, okay, never mind.
No, forget that. So the Rebbeinu Shalom never said, go ahead. That's the point. He held that the daitcha means you choose what you want, but Moshe Rabbeinu didn't want. This is the pella. Moshe Rabbeinu didn't want.
Why can't they be saying really the same thing? The Baruch Shalom by him saying, do as you wish. Do as you wish.
Wait one second.
Didn't have a good
What?
chance.
Do as you wish.
He's like a
He's
wife.
giving over the message
Yeah.
that, go ahead. Go ahead.
Says one thing.
But that
means
message,
something.
go
One
ahead.
second.
Moshe Rabbeinu
Yeah,
told Klal Yisrael, go ahead.
Moshe Rabbeinu told
Klal
Klal
Yisrael,
Yisrael,
go ahead.
obviously, he told him to go.
Right,
Yeah.
go ahead. And we said, how could you be doing something negative with what Baruch Shalom said? Right? No.
But why did he ask? And then the next question was, why did he ask before he told him go ahead?
Yeah, exactly. But just like the
Because the Baruch Shalom said,
okay.
go ahead.
The Baruch Shalom said, go ahead. And he told them
Moshe
also
didn't
go
say
ahead.
go ahead.
But he said.
The Baruch said, I'm not saying.
It's like if you had an
L'daitcha.
The daitcha, do whatever you
But
want.
that's
I'm
the
not
same
saying.
thing.
Any mitzvah lecho.
I'm not going to command you.
Right.
Command
Im
you that-
tirtzeh shalach.
Because to command him, then they would have to go. To command, then they would have to go.
Okay.
But to say, I'm not going to command you, so now you have to
What do you
decide
tell these guys?
if you're going to go.
But he didn't say.
Leave Moshe out for a minute. Then Klal Yisrael's got to decide if they should go. No command. Because command, then we did the right
So what
thing.
did the Rebbeinu Shalom want? What was his das?
The Baruch Shalom definitely didn't think they should go, that's for sure.
Why?
Because
There's no need to go. Same way that the same
By
way that
not saying that show he wants them to go or he doesn't want them to go. Or he doesn't care. Doesn't care.
Yizra'el didn't want them to go, which is why it ends up being in the Teichacha.
Who didn't want that?
The
Rebbeinu
reason
Shalom or
Yizra'el did not want them to
Moshe?
go.
Moshe.
Both.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. It says v'yita be'enai adover,
Right,
right?
but Rashi Mamish read today.
But that's the Yita Be'enai is this Moshel. The Yita Be'enai is
It's
the
Moshel,
Moshel.
right?
So you
Oh,
say,
Moshel.
Is that Moshel of the Moicher and the Lekei?
Right, so but Moshe didn't want him to go.
Right. He said, yeah, go ahead. That's the
Why did
Yita
he say
Be'enai.
that?
That they should be able to, never mind.
Never mind, you don't have to go.
Right.
Okay, so that's what it is. He didn't want. Moshe Rabbeinu didn't want.
Right.
And
The
but-
Moshe can't be Mitzavit because to be Mitzavit means he wants it. And they would Zikr do it.
well, why didn't he say no? Why didn't he say not to do it? If he didn't want, why did he tell him not to go?
What are they going for? They're going for it to see if it's good or bad, or to see how they get
No,
it.
no. So that's what they were asking before. They were going. Rashi says in Tvarim, they were going to see how to be covered.
What's wrong with that?
That's what I said. What's wrong? Nothing wrong with that.
What's wrong with going to see how they
That's
get it?
right. Nothing. That's right. What's wrong with that? That's
So
what
the
we
Moshe
asked. We asked this.
Marshall
Oh, because he
was
told
assuming
him- he
that
told
the Marshals, if you want to check it out, if it's good or bad. They don't want to check it out. They want to know how to get in.
They wanted to know how to do it right. That's what we asked. That was one of the kashas.
That's what we said. Really, they should be.
When the Abish told him it was a good land to go to,
Yeah.
What do you mean? What do you mean? Well, that's nothing. We asked how to conquer it. We didn't ask whether it was good enough.
That's like this side of the aisle was saying. Like this side of the aisle was saying that if he told him about Al Eschem, so then there's no need for any of these tachbulois. The Al Eschem, it's going to be good. We're going to take care of you.
Huh?
But they still wanted to check it out. So he's not going to say you can't go, because they'll always have time. Say they have to go, that's not what he wanted. So he doesn't say anything. Moshe Rabbeinu takes the role of the moicher, so to speak.
Right.
Say, yeah, go. No problem. Oh, you want to see if it's B'mitzorim and with Surois and this? Yeah, go right ahead. Oh, he's not worried at all. He's not worried at all that we should go find something that's going to be ma'akev us to go. Oh, so then we're not going to go. And that's really what the Rosh wanted all along. That's what the Moshe Rabbeinu wanted.
I don't know why the games. You know, if the Rebbeinu didn't want, he should say no. You cannot. Don't go. You can't send it. And if the Moshe and the Rebbeinu is leaving up to Moshe, so why doesn't Moshe just say that you can't go? No, you come ask me my opinion.
If he says I don't care, why does he have times when they do go?
They have to not go, not mitzvah and sivui. That's what Rashi is saying. He was not mitzvah. They have to not go out the Amunah Shaboy. That it's going to be good.
Okay, all right, yeah. What do you say?
That's one of the questions.
Hello, Rabbi.
Why? But when Yishlach Moshe L'Ragos
Yeah.
to go, and they went to Yeshua said Meraglim.
What do you say?
I just said the conversation is
Yes.
very hard to understand a little bit. It sounds like a lady.
Our conversation,
she says one thing and she means something else.
Right.
He didn't say anything.
Sure.
No.
He said it's a marshal. The marshal says, take it, go ahead, take it. Take whatever you want. Then the guy goes and takes it. What do you take it for?
That's right. That's right.
What do you mean? You told me I could take it.
Right.
I took it.
Just speak clearly. Speak
Not
clearly.
telling you sales.
And then when they take it, then you have something against them for taking it. Chayehem, then I'm going to give you makom
But
litos.
I'm saying it works out very good. Why it's stuck in the Teichacha? Why he's being mechiach them for this?
I know why,
Because they should have said never mind.
but why didn't he say it? Just say it. Why did Moshe put them in a
This is we're
position?
Americans. It's
And
not
they
Europe.
came to ask
No,
Moshe. He should have said no. That the Rebbeinu will take care of everything, and you got that. It's nothing to do with anything.
Because that would not have taken. That wouldn't have been mitzvah them that they decided.
I don't know.
They
He
have to
asked-
say. They have
asked
to, they have to
Moshe.
say. No, but the Klal Yisrael has to be makabel that it's going to be good.
Right, but the Kleiser wants to go to make a shtadlis and check out if they how to get in.
Chutzpah. What do you mean?
How do
Chutzpah.
you-
The Al Eschem. The Al Eschem.
When the Ragos Yazer, that's okay to do Meraglim? And Yeshua sent Meraglim when he went to Israel, it's also issued the Tzachot for Israel.
I'm only on Shlach. I don't know.
No, all right, whatever. Good. I'm saying like whatever. To me, it's not so.
How did we learn it?
It's not clear.
How did we learn it? Chazok, we learned it.
But anyway, one thing is clear to me. Moshe Rabbeinu did not want them to go.
Right.
So Rabbi say, so then it's a kasha. Why didn't you just say it? They're coming to ask. Can we send meraglim a tikvin like kulchem? And you're coming to ask. So say, Moshe Rabbeinu said no. But you should have said no. You know, it's not a good idea. What's wrong with that? It's not a good idea. It's not a good idea. Finished. End of discussion.
But he asked Hashem, and Hashem said, Shlach l'cha.
So first he said he asked Hashem, and the Rebbeinu Shem said, "I'm not saying, I'm not mitzvah you. They can do whatever. Let them do. You im tirtze shlach. If you want shlach, and that's it. It's up to you.
Moshe Rabbeinu originally did not want, and then he did want.
All right. So then they were.
If you would tell them not to go, they would think, oh, Takis is not a good place for us.
The other way around, huh?
Yeah. They say so, Shuv Lanu Mitzrayim. I mean, he's telling us not to go. What's he hiding from us? He's telling us not to go. He's hiding something from us.
He's
He
in
can't
Moshe
tell-
L'ma
he can't tell-
the Balachamor saying, no, you can't test it out.
Exactly.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
But,
dudes.
but the only problem was, listen, you know, the word games. It doesn't make sense because if you would tell them not to go, yeah, you don't go. You know, so maybe I don't know. Even that's very shred to me. But
It's
you
the other
have,
side of the moshel. He's right. It's the other side of the moshel.
I understand, but say straight, say out loud. Say that the Rebbeinu Shalom has maftiach, that there's no problem, and then you're going to go in and you're going to go fall dead and you're going to take over. Hashem Yilochem Lechem V'atem Tachrishun, and you got no problem. Why? Just say don't go or good go, not to go. Explain yourself. You're Moshe Rabbeinu. Explain to you. Explain to Klai. So we got a delegatia from the Chashuvim come and say we're not even a delegatia. I'm sorry. I made a Kulchem. Kulchem. The Gans Klai is coming, and whatever maybe it was the Shluchim and Gans Klai. So they're saying. So Moshe is saying.
It's a little different, maybe. Why is he getting upset when they sent? When they came, he should have what's it called? You should have got this. I already told you that it's good.
It is. You got that. Rashi says that.
According to this,
No, one second.
That makes me more upset because he's making it easier for you to have a munah.
Right.
And I'm telling you,
I don't know.
I'm setting you up that you should be able to say, so I don't have to check it out. It's all Gemara. I think it's great. I'm making it easier to have a munah. If I would say that there's problems there, so it'd be harder to have a munah like this. I'm telling you something that no problem. Go test drive it as much as you want. It's easy. And then you say no, but I don't trust you. I need to see for myself. Now I'm really mad at you. Hey, you don't trust me.
Who's mad? Who's
You don't
mad
trust
over
me.
there?
Even
The
when
Rebbeinu Shalom.
That's exactly
even
right.
when I'm setting you up,
Who's a
to make it easy to have a
the
munah.
Rebbeinu Shalom is mad.
Yeah,
They don't trust the Rebbeinu
It's not an American shot.
They don't.
Guy said, just-
One second. They don't trust. They don't trust the Rebbeinu Shalom. That's why he's mad. Why did Moshe Rabbeinu just tell him? Listen, Rebbe Leibman, we have a mitzvah b'tocha and amuna, this and this is what we have to. You have to be mechazik then. What's wrong with that? Just say it out straight. Now, after that, after he tells them and they still don't want to listen, all right, then you have time.
It would have been a little bit more difficult to have it in such a way.
By coming forward and asking, that's already a pagam in the moon.
Well, I don't.
Then you can't just come and deliver to them. Okay, don't worry. Now it's going to be. If they thought it would have been quiet, then they would have went in easy, like you say. But now that they came and they asked,
They would have sent Meraglim or not sent Meraglim. Yes, Meraglim or no Meraglim. We're talking Meraglim now, not
they
there.
came up and they stepped. They said, "One is a meraglim." So that was already lacking in the moon, right?
Okay,
So
that's
then
it.
you can't tell
Lama is
them-
organized.
You can't tell them anymore. Don't worry, it's going to go easy because it doesn't go easy when you don't have.
Why?
Because the Muna and the Tov, that has to do with how much Ishtas you have to do. So if they would not come, and they would believe the first thing they said, El Eschem, then there would be there's no problem. So then they would come. But once they're asking how we're going to get it, so they're already playing in the Muna. So now you can't just tell them, okay, it's going to be easy. It's not.
Don't say
Now,
say no. You cannot send them because the
Because-
Rebbeinu Shalom is going to take. I don't know. To me, you tell them responsibly. You say that you cannot send them, and because it's a begam in your amuna, and you have to trust in the Rebbeinu Shalom, and everything will be
Clive will
great.
say you're obviously hiding something from us.
Now let's hear.
Not when Moshe Rabbeinu says that the Rebbeinu Shalom is going to take care of it and finish, no problem.
No,
They need
that's
chizik
the
a
other
little
side
bit.
of this
What do
moshel.
you want to say?
All right, yeah, all right. Listen, I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, what can I tell you? This is, but one thing I know clear is that this v'yita be'enai hadavar is not what it says. It means that the Pshaz was no good in Moshe Rabbeinu's eyes. So if it's no good in the Rebbeinu Shalom's in Moshe Rabbeinu's
Rashi
eyes.
said before that it meant it was good in his eyes.
Excuse me.
Rashi said clearly.
Rashi says the opposite. Rashi
Oh,
says
so
the
the-
pasuk says the Rashi is fixing up the pasuk here.
Read the English side.
Be'enai v'lo be'enei hamokum.
We can't.
Right, read the whole Rashi. You read it.
Okay.
Oh, okay, yeah, right, okay.
Marshall, the Ma'adav. Okay, anyway, all right, let's, all right. What can I tell you? So, Meinach, the Pshat is like this, that so we're still back to the why did the Rebbeinu Shalom leave it out L'daito was Moshe Rabbeinu, it has to be L'daito and stuff like that, and yeah, this Malcolm Litos. I don't know what was the point? So teach him a Torah, teach him a lesson, teach him this. A guy comes to ask you a shayla, even if you hold the shay was a clutch shayla or he was lacking something in his amunah, so teach him. No, you say, yeah, go ahead, and you mean that this guy he should have a duchfal. That's like, you know, it sounds interessant. I mean, it's a nice word, interessant, but it doesn't sound proper. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Like this, you hear a guy's coming and they ask you something. It's, from the kash I see that he doesn't have a tremendous amun, and I said, Rebbe Levin, this you got to understand. Atem tachrishon, Hashem yilochem lochem. But Nachamol, you have to schazver and Nachamol, and you have to schazver and Nachamol. Chazver and Chazver and Chazver. That's it. What was the big deal? Would that be such a thing? No. Good idea. Good idea. Good idea. And he really meant that it's not a good idea, but he helped that they would back up. But he really knew that from the kasha that they were chasar and amun, and so it sounds very funny to me. Whatever, it just sounds very funny. It sounds like a psychological game over here.
That's what the Meicher was doing with the Lekech too.
Yeah, but that was one that he had a cheshbon.
I don't know if the Meicher in that marshal was psychological.
No, it doesn't have to be. But I'm just
He
saying,
was taka offering
No, it
it,
doesn't
and
have to be.
the
The result-
Lekech deduced from the fact that he's so
Yeah,
I
benevolent.
don't mean it has to be,
Uh,
but I'm saying that what came out from that
It worked for it,
presentation,
yeah.
the result was, oh, okay, no problem, I trust you 100%.
Okay, anyway, let's go right. I hear, listen, I'm just throwing out something over here. But this it bothers me that this Laman Lo Yeshua Chayim, that I'm going to give you a Makom Litos and stuff like that. Sounds funny to me. Sounds funny to me. So you have to understand that Klai Yisrael, when we were in the Midbar, Klai Yisrael, when we were in the Midbar, they lived on a different plane, a different existence. The Midbar was a Makom of Nisim Geluyim. The Hanhaga from Chayim was a Chayim from Nisim Geluyim. There was a bear, and there was a man, and there was an anya covered, and there was pure Nisim Geluyim. Now this Hanhaga from Nisim Geluyim, that's Be'etzim, Tzadok says over here in the Likutei Maimarim, in the beginning, the first 10 pages, you'll see this is the Madregas Moshe Rabbeinu. Moshe Rabbeinu was the Pshatus, was connected to the Torah Shebiksav. Moshe Rabbeinu was connected to the Torah Shebiksav. The Torah Shebiksav is often a Divrei Hashem, Devar Hashem. No, nothing to talk about. Mamash the Etzim Devar Hashem. So and Pshatus that Moshe Rabbeinu he put nothing into the. There was no addition. There was no Moshe in the Torah Shebiksav. It's called Torah's Moshe Avdi, but it's Devar Hashem. It's the Shekhinah Medaveres Grana Shal Moshe, because that was the existence. Moshe was completely bottom, mufutul to Ribbon Shalom. There was not a thing that there was pure Ribbon Shalom. It was pure Ribbon Shalom. Anachnu ma. Like the Gemara in Chulin says that there's David was Anachi Talas V'lo Ish, and Avraham Avinu was Anachi Offer Ve'ever, but those exist. Those are existences in the world. Moshe Rabbeinu was a Nachnu Mo, Moshe and Aaron, but it was Moshe Rabbeinu, I told you. So Memele, he had no zich whatsoever. He was a Bechinas Melech, which is Leis Megar Meklum. He has no zich whatsoever. That was the honor of Mikol Adam. So Memele, he was Shaykh to the Spakalia Hami'ira. His Nevuah was a Nevuah from Bechinas Torah. His Nevuah was Bechinas Torah, like we said at the end of the Medayik from the last Psukim in the Torah, last few Psukim in the Torah. His Nevuah was a Bechinas Torah. An Navi is Megabla things. But when Moshe Rabbeinu, his Nevuah was Torah. Because he had no zich, he was nothing. When Moshe Rabbeinu was no Moshe. There was not Nachnu more. There was the honor we call Adam, the Pashas Gornish Lake and Suga Lake into the Nevuah there. It was pure Devar Hashem. So this is Mamish, the Devar Hashem, what's the pure Devar Hashem? This is the Torah Shebiksav. The Torah Shebiksav. So Mamela, and that's why the ganze Levin in the Midbar was a Levin from Moshe Rabbeinu was the Manig, and he was Manig and Uma Niflo that was lived completely L'mayla Mederech HaTeva. Was completely L'mayla Mederech HaTeva, was just pure Yad Hashem, was cool Yad Hashem. Masha'en Kain, Masha Enkein. It's clear that's a Masha Enkein. When you're going into Eretz Yisrael was now a new type of hanhaga. The hanhaga from Eretz Yisrael was an hanhaga from you need now to make a shtadlis. You have to be shtadlis. You have to make a charisha. You have to make a zriya. You have to do this. You have to do kinds of things. And yeah, harbe also Rabbi Yishmael, harbe also Rabbi Yishmael also be yodam. But you need a certain from a hisarusa to the sato. You need to be me'oril melamato. You have a hisarus melamato. That's what happens when you go into Eretz Yisrael. Eretz Yisrael is the bechinas Torah Shebal Peh. The Eretz Yisrael is the bechinas Torah Shebal Peh. And Memela the Pshat, the Torah Shebal Peh comes as noveir from the Leiv Chachamim. It's the Leiv Chachamim. It starts off, it begins, it fangs on with the Leiv Chachamim. That's the ganze Torah Shebal Peh. So Memela the Pshat is an andere sort Leben. It's an andere sort Mahalach. It's an andere sort Hanhaga. The Pshat that Hanhaga is a Sarus of the The Midbar is pure like the pure. You samach on the Rebbeinu Shalom. You have nothing to do. You eat what the Rebbeinu Shalom gives you. You drink what the Rebbeinu Shalom gives you. The kleider is what the Rebbeinu Shalom gives, and this the derek you go with. Everything is Rebbeinu Shalom. Anani Yaakov is Gavaldik. There's nothing to do. There's nothing to do except you sit and learn Torah, and that's the only thing you have to do in the midbar. You come to Eretz Yisrael, no. Now you got to do things. You have things to do. You have to have this. So that's the makom mitzvahs also. That's why the ikar makom mitzvahs as a mitzvahs is the Ramban says is that's in Eretz Yisrael. Because the Pshas that mitzvahs are high alba, the seer of this high alba of doing mitzvahs, the Pshas that's the mahalach of the Rach and the Shesa and the Kedusha and the Tara and this. That's what we are. That's what we do. But that's all through a seer. They have to do something. You say you can't just say we live in a Kodesh Baruch Hu, is 100% and have nothing to do. You have to lift up your finger. You have to make some kind of a shot. It's like Hari also Rabbi Shmuel, I told you, and that's it. It'll also be Yodam. Also be Yodam. That is the Mahalach. So Memela the Pshat is so the Pshat is so Memela. That's what Klais was coming. V'tikru and alai kulchem. They're coming. V'tikru and alai kulchem. You're going into Eretz Yisrael. You're going into Eretz Yisrael. Oh, there's a dot. We have to now have a bechina from Eshtadlis. You have to have a bechina of Eshtadlis. So maybe you have to have a bechina of Eshtadlis. So I said, so when we're going to go and make a mechama, so the Pshat is, what are you going to do? You have to make a Eshtadlis. How do you make a Eshtadlis? Is the Pshat go ask the generals? You see what the generals tell you. How do you make a Eshtadlis? First you send out your Meraglim, and you spy and see which is the best way to do it. So that's what they wanted. That's what Klai came. That was very good, very reasonable. That was that because we're coming now into a mahalach, into such a matzav. The Pshat said, you're now telling me that no more we're going to have this Anon Yaakov, we're not going to have the Mon anymore, we're not going to have anything like that, we're not going to have the Be'er Miriam. So what are we going to do? You're going to see, you got to have to do things for yourself now. You got to go and do and this and learn Torah, That's what the Nefesh HaChaim is medayik, was even Rabbi Yishmael, when he says that Hinig Behem, Minig Derech Eretz is with Behem, means in the Torah itself. While you're learning Torah, there was no machlokas between Rabbi Yishmael and Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai in the eichus and the kamus of how much you're supposed to learn. Rabbi Yishmael is also 24/7 Torah. But Hinig Behem, Minig Derech Eretz. You have to have it while you're learning. You have to have bitzachting and sugyas and halachas and erlichait and ashkafas and this and that. This is a major. That's the machlokas between Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai and Rabbi Yishmael. Is whether you have to lift the finger and do any kind of ishtalos whatsoever. Rabbi Yishmael says you have to do b'sheva, but he's not telling you don't have to learn at that time. It's a nifla to give word from them as Nefesh HaChaim. He's hitting behem derech eretz, minig derech eretz. So you have to go in with your working, with your doing it, with every balabos has to go. And the guys, you have to know, you got to go, and you have to be trachting and choshen mishpot, and you have to be choshen and all the halachas and all the this and there's not a mir of Torah here. It's just what should I do with the physical? In the physical, should I physically make a shtalus or not? Those are the nefesh achayim. So Abazay said the pshat is like this. So that's what happens over here. They're coming, v'tikruva like kulchem. So what's Moshe Rabbeinu? Moshe Rabbeinu was what? He's bechinas Torah shebiksav. Moshe Rabbeinu was on that madrega. Moshe Rabbeinu was a nifla madrega from was mamish the bechina from, like we said, he was leis megar meklum. He was the melech, and the pshat he was nothing. He had no zich. He had nothing. He was just pure rebbeinu. That's how he lived. That was his metzias. That was the spekal yamira. That was the Moshe Rabbeinu's metzias. Was pure rebbeinu. Pure rebbeinu. Nothing. Not a dos anything. Pure rebbeinu. Oh, but they said but they tikrin alai kulchem. He can't tell Klal Yisrael when you're going into Eretz Yisrael. That's why he can't go into Eretz Yisrael. Moshe Rabbeinu is not shy to go into Eretz Yisrael. The Gemara in South says in Nesava, Loma Nesava. The Gemara says Yodala Ramad Aleph. Loma Nesava. Moshe Rabbeinu had toiva to go into Eretz Yisrael. Why? So the Gemara asked, what was V'chi Peres Eretz Yisrael? Who's Harich? Shas Elamai Nekayim. The pshat is over here in this Likutei Mamor. It means the pshat is that Moshe Rabbeinu. Again, we're talking in certain terms over here. Moshe Rabbeinu was the Torah shebiksav. The Torah shebiksav is the pshat is that and not Torah shebal peh. You mekabel the Torah shebal peh on Har Sinai. That's what are you saying? What kind of Torah says? Yeah, no. But the pshat is the ikar. He was the kedushas. And the Havanas and everything from the Torah Shebal Peh is noveya from the Torah Shebiksav. The Torah Shebiksav is the dibur of the Rebbeinu Shalom Alein. So that was Moshe Rabbeinu. So he was nisava to go to Eretz Yisrael because that was the Gemara in the Dorim that we saw one time. The Pshat is that Ilmodei Chatu Yisrael. So the Pshat is that we're given what? Chamishi Chumshi Torah v'Sefer Yeshua Bovad, and because Kihi Archa Shal Eretz Yisrael. That was the borders of Eretz Yisrael, the situation of Eretz Yisrael. So that would be that was the sum total of the Torah Shebal Peh. What do you mean? You wouldn't have any masechtas like this. So the Tzaddik says the Pshat is that all the Torah Shebal Peh was tomun in the Torah Shebiksav. That's for sure. Everybody that was tomun, and it's like a father who has children. The Pshat said all the kochas from the children exist in the father, and they bear fruit. Does he know? He's conscious of exactly what and how and why and all the kochas of the kid, which kid gets what and this and no. But the Pshat, but it's there. It's a metzias. So the Metzias is the Pshat is that Einachanami Moshe in the Torah, in Torah's Moshe Avdi licked all the Zachen from but in Lamaisa, Moshe Rabbeinu was a Sava that Lamaisa he wanted to combine that koch of Torah Shebal Peh to Hashlomo of the Torah Shebiksav. So he wanted that. He wanted his Masava for that, and that's why he wanted to go into Eretz Yisrael. That's why he wanted to go into Eretz Yisrael. So
they have a risky advantage. Why was the Rebbeinu Shalom made it then?
Oh, okay, good, great, right. So this is the point. So Abazay said, was Adarabba. What do you mean? When the Tikvin Alai Kuchem, so he says that's why Moshe Rabbeinu couldn't say no. Moshe Rabbeinu couldn't say no. Ganz Klal Yisrael came, and these are the people that are going into Eretz Yisrael. They're going now in a mavir. They're going now into a new madrega. The madrega I just told them. They told them they're going to a madrega from Eshtadlis. You're going to a madrega of Eshtadlis. So the Rebbeinu Shalom says, "Listen, I can't tell you to tell them no, because that's verkehrt. This is the new reality that's going to be. The new reality that's going to be. But so that's what he says. That when so Moshe Rabbeinu Taka held no, but since that's why I tell you the Peshat that his Kulchim came to him, so he can't deny Klal Yisrael. He couldn't deny Klal Yisrael just because he himself was against. Why was he against it? Because Moshe Rabbeinu is not holding. That's not Moshe Rabbeinu. That's not Moshe Rabbeinu. All the halach of Eshtadlis. If it's not Moshe Rabbeinu halach of Eshtadlis, so say no. No, you can't say. How can you say no? God's Klal Yisrael it comes. And they're right. They have such a taina. The pshat is they have such a taina. So Abazay said the pshat said answer the other kasha. So why was the Rebbeinu Shalom? Why was he upset? Why was the Rebbeinu Shalom upset with the way with what they were asking? He said that it was tough. So I think it's the pshat that What's going on here is a tifas achid. The pshat is that even though we have this like, and this is a common nafkaminas, and this yisod is so different. This is the chiluk between Shema Yisrael, which is a yichud from the Rebbeinu Shalom, and they have Rosh Shem, which is that this is two different madregas over here. Two different madregas. For one's for Eretz Yisrael, take a madrega from the Shtadlis, the Rosh Shem, and the other one is the Midbar. Take a Shema Yisrael is mamish the Malchus Shemayim. This is evil. But even though we're saying that a pshat is a person that the Torah Shebal Peh is Naveya from the Torah Shebiksav, but a person comes up the Leiv Shel Chachamim, but it's Eilu Beilu Devriyah Helikim Chayim. What are you telling me? That even though I'm a chuyev in the shtadlis, so but it doesn't change the fact that everything is Rebbeinu Shalom. It doesn't change that fact. So Abazay said, it doesn't change that fact. It's even though you're mechuyev to make a shtadlis, what's the halacha? By Torah Shebal Peh, you make your shtadlis. You have to make your gears. You have to schwitz. You have to give meimus esatzma. Ena divrei Torah mischayim el mish meimus esatzma leo. But you think your meimus atzma leo that two's off something? What is it two off your meimus atzma leo? What is it? Because ich bin a Kanake, bin a große Ilo, ich bin a Dos, and ich verstehe das. This is das Elokim. This is das Elokim. Was verstehst du ja? You can go break your head all day. You don't understand anything. Du kommst nicht zum das vom Eberste. You kommst nicht. You halt nicht bei dem. Du bist a Mugbul. How can a Mugbul come to das from Rebbeinu Shalom? It was that's tells us a matana. A matana supposed to have sabrechen the cup for. Well, I have to sabrech the cup, and you're going to give it to me anyway. Yeah, that's what it means. Hishtadlis. This is the hishtadlis. What do we call when you have to go into Eretz Yisrael? What do you call when you have to make a zriyah? You have to make harishin. You have to make this. What's that? Seder Amuna. Seder Amuna. Was für Amuna? Ich habe gepflanzt eine ganz feine Sache. And maybe I got the best thing. I irrigated and I did the thing. This and no. Seder Amuna. Seder Amuna. This is Amuna. You do what you have to do, but that's purely Rebbeinu Shalom. And just like it is, so it's a mirror. Just like it is in the physical world, that is how it is in the Ruchnistic world. In your Torah, even though the Torah now you have to be a geya, you have to schwitz, you have to sebrech in the cup, you have to know the chilukim, and you got to know all the lochas, and you got to know why and when and where and this and how to learn up and stuff and that. But don't think that it's you have such a it's due to your unbelievable bread kite and cup and your mach and the kach is a mach. You know what it is? It's a pure matana. The Rebbe Shalom gave the fellow a matana. There's a Tanai that you want to receive this matana. You have a midbar, you have to go with this. That's what the Rebbeinu Shalom was angry at. That's what the Rebbeinu Shalom, I'll give you a makam litos. Why was he going to give him a chayim? I'm going to give you a makam litos? Because the Pshai said that this bechina from Divrei Torah, like the Gemara in Chagiga says, that Eina Adam Omer al Divrei Torah and came nikshul behen. Techila. Doesn't say techila, but every Alam came nikshul behen. Part of this mahalich of Sabrech in the cup, part of this mahalich of the Torah Shebal Peh is the Yegias Torah Shebal Peh is the Pshas that you're nikshul behen. You're nikshul.
For decades.
Yeah. Nikshul behen. So the Pshas of Memela, that's what it means. Chayim shani nasel hamakam litos b'divrei hamaraglim. It's muzayin, it's muchrach like that. It's nifla. I'm telling you, it's nifla. Adma od. The pshar that it was muchrach. The Rebbeinu Shalom says, I have to say, enechanami. You're coming into, you want to do versteis in the Eretz Yisrael, you got to make your shtadlis and stuff like that. But you have to have a makam tos. There's no such thing as a free ride over here. You're going to go. What?
Why is the Rebbeinu Shalom getting upset?
No, forget it. There was a Metzias, Laman Lo Yeshua. There has to be a tzad. If you're asking for Meraglim because you want now to go and do Bechinas Eretz Yisrael, because you now got to understand, you're going to have to do shtadlis. So if you're going to do a shtadlis, so if that's what you want, that you want to start off with the shtadlis now, so you have to give your makom litos. Ain't Adam. That's Bechinas Torah Shebal Peh.
Doesn't work unless it's nipshul.
So that's
Everybody's supposed to get it right at the
What?
end of the day. You're supposed to nichshel and then get it right. Don't stay there and get it wrong.
So why did the Rosh Hashanah say yes?
Because
Why wasn't he mitzvah?
So that's where keeping mitzvah, because if that tzivoy, that's purely le'elu. That's purely the das le'elu, telling you what to do. I'm telling you what to do. So I don't have to break my cup for that. You told me what to do. Yeah, don't go do that. Terry says no. You gerecht. The pshat is that you want to go into, you're going into Eretz Yisrael. You're going to have to make a shtadlis now. You're going to have a shtadlis side ben Terran side in Mili Dalma. The pshat is saying I have to give you a makom litosh lo yeshuva. You can't just go in and gave a Bessa mentioned this and that. That's why Moshe Ben didn't tell no. You didn't tell no because Elai Kulchem, the Gans Klai is coming. They're not wrong. They weren't wrong for asking such a thing. When they went off later, they were wrong. But right now, they were not wrong. So what's the time? And this, if you're asking, and I understand, supposed to reflect. I have to give you a makom litos. You want to go into this bechinas of Torah Shabbat Peh. It's a nifla ad. It's nifla ad mamish nifla ad.
What would have happened if they didn't ask at all?
So then they could have kept that. That's what Moshe Ben obviously held. The pshat by him alone. The longer we exist like that, that's we continue. I didn't tell you go make. That's why I didn't tell you to make it.
They wouldn't have needed a shtadlis if they would have had.
When you go in, you don't have to ahead of time. You have to send raglim and go figure it out. No, listen, you people are still Sinai yid. You're still midbar yid. You're still midbar yid. So I think that's what it means over here in the pasuk. Which again, this is a meritic gezak. This is something you got to understand. That this is the yesod from the yesod yesod is here. That va'omer aleichem lo sa'artzum v'lo sirum behem Hashem alekeichem haholech lefneichem hu yilachim lechem. Oh, hu yilachim kekol asher osa itchem b'mitzrayim le'neichem. Azay punkt. Azay but it was given in Mitzrayim. Punkt, it's going to Mitzrayim. You didn't do anything over there. You guys, you did something over there. You fought. You did anything. You made any kind of a shtadlis whatsoever. No, keep out of my way, and I'm gonna go take care of the Mitzrayim. There's no problem, right? Just like I did it. Punkt, just like that. Tichol asher also itchem b'Mitzrayim le'nechem. Hashem yilochem lechem. Even though you're right, you have to go do a shtadlis. But the shtadlis has nothing to do with the mahatzlacha. The Hashtadlis has nothing to do with the Hatzlacha. Nothing to do with that. It's a Yesod Nifla Ad Ma'od. Not in learning and not in this. Yeah, you got to tzebrech in the cup. You have to. You have to make Mesiras Nefesh. You have to have this. You have to be Yagir. You have to schwitz. You have to be Miyot from the Tainugim. You have to do all those things. But maintenance. Mainly says because of that the Pshat says comes to the ich verstehe this good. Ich bin a großer Kanaka. I can verstehe this. No. I do my Tanai and then I have to do what I have to do in the areas from Midbar and Matana. And the Rebbe is giving it to Matana. Das is gefällt. Das is gefällt. This is Hashem Yilachim Lechem Kechol Asher Osa Itchem Mitzrayim Le'nech. What do you mean Hashem Yilachim Lechem? You just told me I have to do a shtadlis. The shtadlis has nothing to do with your success. The status has nothing to do with du verstehst the Torah. Du verstehst the Torah. Du verstehst the Torah because the Rebbe says I'm giving you the Torah to verstehen. The verstand in Torah is because I'm giving you the verstand. It's nifla ad ma'od. The guy's going to walk around. When I go say my IQ is 175, so ich verstehe the other. No such thing. No such thing. If the Rebbe doesn't give you the matana, it's the greatest. And the Rebbe says, but there's Tanoim. There's Tanoim, the Chazal lay down the Pshaz, and that's what we're learning here from the Meraglim. That's what we're learning here from the Meraglim. Besides the Dibur Ra, that this, and the Pshaz, but besides the Pshaz, that this is the lesson over here. First of all, that's a Makom Litos. You're going to go and make a shtad, you're going to go into the world from a shtadless, there's going to be a makom litos, and even if you're matzliach, aber maintenance is du bist der Kanake. Maintenance is ich bin ein Einfall, ich bin mamisch, ich bin a genius, a nifler, an Eloi, and then Mele came up with this good Sachen, whatever. Is you have to make a shtadlis is purely just to make you have to make a certain kind of pu'ulis of a shtadlis, but it doesn't change the reality as Hashem Yelochim lechem like mamish gechol asher also itzchem b'mitzrayim leinechem. That's a mamish nifla admod. I mean, it's late, but whatever.
Maybe the Shmini
We got sidetracked a little bit. What?
Maybe the Shminis.
Probably, yeah.
No, that.
What? No.
No. Yeah. That.
Right.
I'm saying is that the fact that you did the Hishtadlus, that's the Shminis. That you can.
No, I don't know where it comes in the Shminis. I mean, that's you have to have a what's the V'yigba Hashem, V'yigba Liba B'Darkei Hashem. You know, like Cheskel, whatever. That's. You know, that's a guy with the kedusha. We're not talking about. Here we're talking about purely is the pshat is that even though you went from a midbar to a Eretz Yisrael, and there's a different hanhogas and different things, but it's taked in the reality of the zach. It's mamish the zelba zach. It's just that whether I have to add on to mamish that's what the Nefesh HaChai was saying. Hinig behem minig derech eretz. The pshat. You just have to have a minute. You have to show. It's a show. You got to go do maintenance. It doesn't admit the Torah. The Torah doesn't stop. Didn't stop. They didn't. It's going to gefällt from the Torah.
There's another knitch that this level that was supposed to be. I think that the Medrash say that.
What do you got? What do you?
Rabbi. Ein lech chov v'nei HaKadosh Baruch Hu k'shliach shemishtana lasis mitzvah v'noisen nafshei k'dei sheyatzliach b'shlichusai. That's the spitz is that a shliach mitzvah that's moisen nafshei k'dei l'kai b'shlichusai. That and then he continues. That's Yeshua and Kolev,
right?
Of Roch, and he says, what does it mean that this says Roch of Azoy and Pinchas and the coin is a subsequent coin is mudas.